good, you guys? It's Boomer, and you're watching Bali Star. Today, we're getting into why Lil Wayne now officially hates Drake. You feel me? I heard Lil Wayne had some choice words, bars for Drake. You know what I'm saying? He said this one song. I heard the song, but I don't know. I didn't really hear anything going at Drake. You feel me? Like, I didn't really hear that intricately. I just listen to the flow that he had in the song, and man, Lil Wayne sounds peak form once again, bruh. And I was just, relishing in that moment as I was listening to his verse. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really hear the verse for real. But yeah, yeah. Let's get straight on to the video, man. Let's see what's going on right now, man. This ish in hip hop is crazy right now, bruh. I mean, I knew Kendrick Lamar would have like spawned something out of this, but man, yo, let's get straight on into it. Let's go.
Now, after months of speculation and confusion about where Drake currently stands with the man who signed him and helped mold him into the dominant musical force that he became in Lil Wayne, following a period where we of course saw so many rappers in the game take a clear stance against Drake but couldn't figure out where Wayne stood within all of this because of his complicated position in everything, we have finally been able to uncover where Wayne stands in this feud once and for all, which when we finally put together everything he has done since the height of the Kendrick and Drake beef. Despite rumors and moments that have tried to push the narrative that Wayne is still on Drake's side, with multiple moments that all led to his most loud, shocking, and effective statement about this entire situation yet, we can now see that even the rapper who brought Drake into stardom in the first place now has beef with him, because with almost every single song Wayne has dropped since the beef, and with almost every single moment he has been a part of, while Wayne has not made a loud statement that has outwardly shaken the very tides of the rap world like other MCs have, Wayne has left all of the pieces together for us to figure out that there is some sort of serious problem between him and Drake. But now the greater question that needs to be asked about all of this is, why exactly have things went sour between Wade and Drake at this point in time, considering their over decade-long relationship? And while this is a massive question to answer that has genre-altering implications, when we look at all the hints Lil Wayne has left us about his current disdain for Drake, we can begin to piece together why this once iconic brotherhood in hip-hop is no more. And now the first moment we have to look at is the feature Wayne dropped off on Corday's track Saturday morning, as on this fantastic verse from Wayne, which absolutely stole the show in a fashion that only few features were able to top this year with their lyrical firepower. On this verse filled with classic Wayne quotables, amongst many other punchlines, he delivered a few bars that turned a lot of heads, which said, "I'm a goat, you a sacrificial lamb, you a teddy bear, you a Teddy Graham." And now with these bars, what Wayne seems to be doing here is making a feint, but if you are paying
Teddy
attention
Graham,
and understand the
those.
context of everything, a noticeable shot to Drake, where Wayne is putting himself
Peak
above
form.
Drake first off and the drama that he is in right now, and then is going on to say that while he is the GOAT, Drake is being sacrificed to the rap game. And now as Wayne goes on to call whoever this bar is about a Teddy Graham, and Drake's real name is of course Aubrey Graham, this is the first lyric that is telling us that something between these two is off on some level. Because in this moment in time where Drake is under so much scrutiny, why would Wayne even allude to something like this that could be perceived as a diss towards Drake? And now, while this one moment would not necessarily be enough on its own to send the rap world into shock over the fact that Drake and Wayne are beefing, building on this, just as this song was beginning to go viral and people were questioning if Wayne dissed Drake, Wayne almost seemed to quietly double down on what he said by then coming out and releasing another song a few days after this with DJ Premier, Big Sean, and Rick Ross. And now out of all of these names on this track,
I heard that
the fact
song.
that Wayne is standing alongside somebody like Rick Ross, who is somebody whose beef with Drake has escalated beyond even music, and has went into the physical realm considering what happened last time Ross was in Toronto. This is all showing that this isn't just a case of Wayne appearing to be on a song with another rapper who happens to have a problem with Drake by chance, but that he is here and standing by Ross still because he is not on good terms with Drake himself either. And now between these initial musical moments which show Wayne sneak dissing Drake and appearing alongside one of his biggest rivals, and then other details that only seem to support this idea, such as that Drake and Wayne were not seen together once at major public functions they were both in attendance at, like
I remember addressing
White
that.
Party. And then on top of this, other things like Not Like Us playing during a Lil Wayne concert before he came out, and then Lil Wayne chanting They Not Like Us while performing the motto at a club, which...
See, I didn't hear that clearly, but I heard some people say he said they don't like us or so. So I thought they were alluding, or he was alluding to something else, or that phrase in itself was alluding to something else. But yeah.
While even I thought was supporting Drake at first, now in
Yeah, yeah.
conjunction with all of this, seems to show Wayne to almost be mocking Drake and making so many passive moves at dissing him, and now on top of all of this, most recently, and making all of these pieces from features to the subtle jabs all appear as clear and targeted attacks.
What
Wayne has
music
had
video was
another
that?
feature release on Mike Will Made Its track Higher, and now while this song also features Drake's good friend Lil Yachty, as Yachty also appeared on Mustard's album, who is of course
They should have gotten Lil Wayne on the hook. I'ma just say that first and foremost on that song. Lil Wayne, the way he sang the hook part, bro. Well, it was part of his verse, but you know when you put parts of the hook into your verse, they should have had Lil Wayne do the hook. That's
producer
just
of
me.
Not Like Us, we have seen that he is really a non-factor and does not care about what songs he appears on, as long as he is getting a check. But now what's significant here, and is really serving as the most telling piece to this complicated situation
It would have
so
been a
far,
downloadable
is
for
that
me.
in the music video for this song, we see Lil Wayne wearing multiple chains, and at that, not just any chain, but none other than The Weeknd's label XO's chain. And as The Weeknd came out on social media to support Wayne and show love for supporting him and his crew, which also just by doing this was definitely The Weeknd trying to poke Drake a little more, this piece of jewelry that Wayne was showing off in the music video garnered even more attention. And now what's so serious about this is that really, even more than Top Dog Entertainment and Kendrick Lamar in a lot of ways, Drake's beef with The Weeknd and his XO crew is even more serious, as because Drake and The Weeknd are from the same city, they have been beefing on the same turf and are involved even more in the same circles than Drake and
I didn't
Kendrick could
realize
ever be.
Weeknd
And
was
now with
doing
all
that
of
to
these
the
moments, which if
pigeon
you
right
take
there.
away anything from, at the bottom line, if we are not even trying to look further into his lyrics or into his actions, are just showing Wayne show support for The Weeknd, Rick Ross, and Kendrick Lamar, who are of course some of Drake's biggest rivals. At this moment in time where Drake has never needed more help from other artists, especially somebody who actually can rap like Lil Wayne, Wayne has been nowhere to be found when it comes to supporting his corner, and instead, he hasn't just been passive or in hiding. He has been standing on the other side of things and doing work and showing love to the artists who have teared up Drake's image like we have never seen. So with all of this, we are now witnessing
Lil Wayne brought
firsthand
you
from
up.
what has been put out
He
that Lil
can
Wayne
tear
is not
you
on Drake's
down.
side, and that he has been making a quiet effort to help echo the same hatred that so much of the industry has for him. But as Drake and Wayne have been close for so long, the greater question that all of this still leaves is why would Wayne be doing all of this in the first place? And now I don't think anyone aside from
I mean, if you know, you know. Come on, it wasn't Kendrick's most streamed, by the way, most played by the time of this recording in 2024 diss track ever, bro. It was in the most streamed diss track ever, bro. Like the reason.
them.
It honestly, and it being played so much, I know Lil Wayne heard it so dang much that that moment relives in his mind, and when he saw the letter and having to relive. You see, like, bro, I feel like and this is like off tangent from the topic or the music this video in hand. So if you want to skip it, you can. But my version of like HE double hockey sticks, bro. My version of that would be having to relive your worst moment over and over again, almost like Itachi's Izanagi. You know what I'm saying? If you're familiar with Naruto, an anime, if you don't even know what Naruto is, but yeah, it's like that'll be my version of HE double hockey sticks, having to relive that most worst torn down moment over and over and over, like heart breaking, gut wrenching moment over and over and over again, bro. That'll be my version of HE double hockey sticks, bro. No cap.
Would actually be able to answer this question in full detail. What we do know for a fact is that what Kendrick Lamar said about Drake stealing Wayne's girl while he was away is a true thing that did happen. And while I am sure with this happening over a decade ago, for somebody like Wayne, it would take more than just this one thing to set this all off. Kendrick bringing this back to light definitely added some more fuel to whatever is already brewing, but beyond just this, The only other answers we can draw up is that what Kendrick said on Not Like Us is just scratching the surface of their personal issues.
Yup,
And now
Kendrick
as it seems like
could
Nicki
go
Minaj and
deeper
Drake's
into it.
relationship is also somewhat disrupted because of the way Drake so freely hops on songs with female rappers that Nicki does not like. Maybe Wayne is sticking with Nicki and riding with who he
'cause
really
he
feels
did
like
song with
represents
Lotto.
Young Money and everything they built, but regardless of this as it stands right now. And whether all of this is because of some sort of industry drama or it's because of personal differences. We know for sure that Lil Wayne has turned on Drake as he has been quietly showing his support for all of these other artists. And as Wayne is going out of his way to support some of the artists Drake has some super horrible tensions with, like The Weeknd. It's clear that he has never wanted to stand further away from Drake because in this time where association in the rap game is so pivotal and telling to where everyone stands because of course if we have seen. Drake has absolutely lost it when anybody has shown any sort of respect for his rivals, even outside of the rap world with people like LeBron James. Lil Wayne has definitely offended Drake in this way, and has been trying to, and while this feud has not blown over yet, and maybe Drake does not want it to in full because he is scared of messing with a rapper who he directly knows how great he is. As Wayne seems to be getting more active with features this year right now, maybe his future verses will reveal more about how he feels, but as it stands, all we are left to do is wait and see who will be the first rapper to take this beef to the next level. And now with all this said, let me know. What do you think about this entire situation, and why do you think...
This ish is brazy, son. Yeah, nah, I didn't think it was like that for real, man. But I did hear about the Nicki Minaj thing. I forgot about it, but hearing it again, I'm like, oh yeah, because he did a song with Lotto. Oh, man. Man. Y'all let me know your thoughts about it down in the comment section down below. It's Boomer. What's going on right now? You're watching Bali Star. Like, subscribe. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. 100. Oh!
Yeah.